well, I think I was 13 or so around that time when all of this was happening, and it made me remember, like, oh yeah, that's when I watched baseball. Like this, I remember this now. Like it was so exciting. Like I think they would cut in towards the end. They would cut in towards every at bat that Sosa or McGwire would have wherever they were playing, just because you wanted to watch them hit dingers. And I would have loved to go to one of these games. I never did when I was a kid. It would be fun to go to a game when Mark McGwire was really in his prime.
5,000 people showing up at BP. They were televising batting practice for this fucking guys. Now we're at a point where the MLB season looks like it's not going to happen. The MLB Players Association gave the MLB owners and Manfred a deadline saying, hey, if you want us to come back, we need a roadmap by the end of today. So they got 3.5 hours, I guess, to make that happen. They say, tell us whatever you want to do. Tell us your plans. Let's figure this out. All the players just assume that the owners are delaying because they want a shorter season because they want to pay as much. The owners are saying that the players aren't negotiating in good faith, which they said, which means they could potentially breach contract because I assume negotiating in good faith is a part of the contract. I mean, this is getting messy. What if somehow, some way, they come to an agreement not to test for steroids anymore? What if this is the conversation? They go, hey, we all just saw the 30 for 30. We all remember when baseball was good. There's no way MLB could do that. There's no way they could just stop testing for stuff and promoting almost their players to do that.
They could without saying it, though. They could somehow.
That would save baseball. Yeah. That would save baseball.
Yep.
If that was to happen. Now, granted, whoever is taking it, their lives are getting shortened, and science has proven that it's not good for you. But that is a way, I think, sports talk shows, Pat McAfee says that the MLB should start pumping steroids in their players. But really, if you look at last night, they took over the world. I forgot how much they took over the world. Every stadium was packed out. Every single stadium was packed out. The world revolved around baseball there for that summer. And that... the only reason why anybody's revolving around baseball right now is for bad reasons. And I don't think in 2020 you could be a league that goes, we're not testing for weed.
Oh, really?
Basketball did.
Or any of the steroids. Take all the steroids that you want. Oh, shit! Boom! See you later. Pitchers are just going to be like, God damn it! Now we're back to this whole thing. I think that's what baseball would have to do. It's losing traction.
Do you think the same amount of guys would take it now, though?
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think now they're all scared of tainting their legacy. Like McGwire and Sosa, both, Barry Bonds, all of them, what they did. Like, yeah, you could say, sure, I may have juiced, but that didn't help me see the ball better. It didn't like really help my reaction time. Like it obviously gave me more power, probably helped me fight through some nagging injuries that would have sidelined me before. But I still had to hit the ball and make solid contact.
Well, long seasons, too. You would think something that helps you recover is 162 games in 185 days, they said last night. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't know that was the schedule.
That's why HGH became very big, too, in Major League Baseball. I know a guy that was on the Mitchell Report. He was like, no one cared about me, but I showed up on there. I think he was talking about doing HGH one season. He said he was in year 15 or something. Someone said, hey, how many like Advil, Tylenol do you take a year? He's like, I don't know, 8 a day at least. He's like, your liver's dead, man. You're going to be killed. Why don't you take this injection of HGH? I think maybe once a week. I don't know how many times he had it, but he said it was amazing. He's like, that season I felt great. He's like, no, I was too old to really do anything about it, but I still felt really, really good and wish I had found this earlier in my career.
So what do? They just have people hanging around the locker rooms like, hey, we got this, we got this. It's like when you go to Washington, D.C. and you see the guys with the fake Oakleys and shit. Like, all right, we got HGH over here. Go to the guy in that corner. All right, you want some of the horse shit that'll make you strong and run faster? Go down to that guy in that corner. Like, I wonder how that all works. Does it all revolve around one guy, like the Balco guy who said he had to put Manny Ramirez to sleep every night? He said, I mean, that Screwball documentary was interesting. I just don't know where these humans come from that have all this, because these are scientists that their only objective is to make the human perform at the highest possible level and to get around tests. Like, that's what these scientists are doing. Who meets? How do they?
Well, McGwire's one brother is a professional bodybuilder, so I know he wrote a book too, talking about them two taking steroids together.
I assume Mark does not talk to him anymore.
Well, from the little research I did on this guy, I think Jay McGwire, he wrote a book talking about it, but he said he didn't do it to try to like disparage his brother. He was just kind of documenting it. I'm thinking, well, I doubt Mark feels that way.
I do this to completely fuck over my brother who went in front of Congress and said he didn't do it, but we were definitely doing it. I mean, I remember I was getting ready for a show, and he was getting ready to, I think, hit 68 home run maybe, and we just said, hey, let's eat more tonight. It was an interesting little doc. Jerry McGwire also pretty good, different spelling.
I want to see a 30 for 30 on Roger Clemens, his whole situation.
Roger Clemens was eating steroids too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying he was. I just
Yeah.
saying I think he was such an awesome player. Remember when he threw the bat back, the broken bat at Piazza?
Oh, yeah.
That was incredible.
I don't remember Roger Clemens. I just remember people said his workouts were insane or something. He was
And he had the greatest schedule ever. At one point in his career, when he was older, when he wasn't pitching, he wouldn't travel with the team, and he would stay back and play golf. So he wouldn't even go there if he wasn't pitching.
That's the Rocket.
That's what I was.
That's right. That's the Rocket.
I think it's
baby.
what Fiegels did. Jeff Fiegels had that deal with the Giants towards the end of his punting career, where he wasn't at practice, I don't think, until maybe Saturday. He punted in a walkthrough, and then he punted at the game on Sundays. Because he was like 75 years old, still punting for the Giants or whatever. He punted a 41-yard ball right out of bounds every time. Boom, boom, boom. Could do
Perfect punter. Perfect punter right out of bounds.
I mean, yeah. I think, yeah, if he could do that every time. That's why he did it. He played until he was 50. But he got to a point where I don't even think he came to practice all week. He just showed up at the games.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Play good, pay good, live good, die good.